Hello, this is Eric, aka Wolfbitten. How you doing today? And the saga continues. Let me tell you, it is just hilarious. So, those of you that watch, you know that a week or so ago, while doing a live stream program, the Jordan of Nemesis fame dropped in the video, uh, disguising his voice as a Brit and attempted to show that I was wrong in several of the things that I had been talking about. Um, for instance, he tried to say that there was no such thing as a phylogenic tree. He said it's phylogenetic, not realizing that there are two different things, phylogenic and phylogenetic. Phylogenetic tree being pretty much the same thing, except just based on genetic changes. And the word is often misused because when they're talking about a phylogenetic tree and they're including fossils, well, you don't have the DNA of most of these fossils, so you can't really call that a phylogenetic tree. That is a phylogenic tree. Um, so he tried to call some of the info that I was saying to as wrong and error. He didn't understand the paper that we were talking about, Mary Schweitzer's paper on the preservation of soft dinosaur tissue through iron and oxygen, which is kind of ironic because you see, oxygen um, oxidates, it destroys. It's what rusts iron. You get oxidation on uh, your car's paint job, and it just makes it look cruddy, horrible, awful. Oxidation is what soils gold and silver and copper. Uh, so it's kind of ironic in a way that oxygen and iron would be used to preserve soft tissue. But needless to say, though, that's nothing to do with the what we're actually talking about now. The point is, he got really embarrassed uh, because when he called my bluff and I started pulling up the actual papers that were I was using for the math, for instance, on the 117-year half-life of collagen, he dropped his British accent and took off running. And the ironic thing is, he was going under the name of Running Scared, accusing me of running scared. Uh, but he cussed and just took off like a bat out of hell. So I guess in his shame, in his embarrassment, he kept wanting to debate me, challenging me to debate. But he wants me to debate everywhere but my channel. And, you know, Nemesis channels. And the funny thing is, he had challenged me to a modern day debate, and I accepted. And he backed out of that. So I get a message from him the other day, and he says, I found somebody that'll host our debate. And I said, well, let me see his YouTube channel. He says, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. And I said, well, then, no, he's not hosting our debate. Whoever's going to host our debate has to have something to lose. Because I want them to lose their credibility if they pull the same thing that MC Toon pulled. And I knew that was coming. That was okay, though. You see, I'm not afraid to walk into enemy territory. It doesn't intimidate me in the least. Um, I'm used to dirty tricks, but I really don't care. So anyway, he kept provoking and provoking and provoking. Then finally he comes back I kept telling him, no, get a YouTube channel. Find somebody that will host you. So he finally comes back with this other one. He says, I found this guy and I want to put you in chat with him. Some dude named Yo. I have no idea who he is. So this guy never spoke to me. I don't know if he ever spoke to Jordan. So anyway, after a couple of days, he comes back and he says, I've got another channel for you. I said, really? He says, yeah, I'll put you in touch with this guy. This guy's name was Craig. So I said, okay, I'll talk to him. And I started talking to him. And he says, yeah, I'll host you, blah, 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 blah. And we started talking about format. And I said, well, let me see your YouTube channel. And he says it's FTFE, which is Fight the Flat Earth. That's right, you heard me right. It's a Flat Earth channel. Only he's protecting us from the Flat Earthers. Craig, it seems, has dedicated his life to saving the world from Flat Earthers. Man, oh man, what a waste of a life, huh? Anyway, so I knew something, though. You see, this FTFE guy was the producer for MC Toon's channel. In other words, he was part of Nemesis. And it turns out he was also part of a group that Nemesis had put together. And mainly just to ridicule me and try to provoke me and troll me and stuff. And I just never paid attention to it. It doesn't bother me. I can ignore them. So anyway, I'd been talking to this guy about a format, and it turns out he's the producer from the other people that muted me instead of letting me have my cross-examination and open dialogue, open discourse. So I said, well, you're not off to a good start, are you? Whatever happened to full disclosure? He says, well, I didn't have nothing to disclose. I never thought anything of it. I was just his producer. I said, yeah, you're part of that group that's trolling me, trying to troll me day and night. You're their producer on their own channel, and you've got nothing to disclose. That's cool. Okay, I see where you're at. You have no integrity, zero integrity. And this poor guy, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to share a little something with you. Well, it turns out he admitted, he really did. He admitted that he's done over 200 debates, and he admitted that he's done over 200 debates on the flat Earth, over 250, and they're all dumpster fires. Yeah, I kid you not. He actually admitted to that. So, anyway, I wanted to take you to. This is Craig. This is Craig of Fight the Flat Earth. He's, I don't know, he's an emotional 9-year-old. I'm telling you that right off the bat. He's a Star Wars nerd, and you can see his shirt. No flat Earth. This guy has dedicated his life to fighting the flat Earth. Man, no wonder they're losing that battle, huh? My gosh, what a waste of a life to dedicate your life. And he kept trying to. Well, I'm going to tell you the story anyway. So I told him I had conditions because, I'm not going to um, do this in such a way to where you've got the entire advantage again. So I'm going to even the odds. Here's what I'm going to demand. I want 12 minutes opening for both of us, 10 minutes cross-examined for both of us. Now, the last time, they wouldn't let me stop my opponent when he wasn't answering my question. I didn't get to rephrase my question. I didn't get to put him back on track and stop wasting my 10 minutes. Every time I tried to, they called that interrupting. And they silenced me, muted me, while they let him ramble on for minute after minute after minute after minute of my time. So I said, no, that ain't happening anymore. So I told him, I said, when it comes to the cross-exam, I expect you to hold him to yes or no answers because I'm going to ask yes or no questions. And he says, well, Oxford debates don't allow yes or no questions because you can build a straw man. I said, Oxford debates, dude, you got 250 dumpster fires with flat earthers on your channel. Don't talk to me about Oxford rules for debate. So I finally got him to accept the yes or no questions, and he was going to enforce yes or no answers. He says, but I'll have to hold you to that too. Well, I don't care. Okay, that's fine. Then I said, the other thing McToon said he wouldn't do was read disparaging Patreon remarks for anybody. And sure enough, he did. Remark after remark after remark after remark, just ridiculous, stupid remarks. I told him that's not happening either. You'll not read any disparaging remarks against anybody. I don't care if it's against Jordan. I don't care if it's against you. And if your Patreon people don't like it, well, they can get over it. They can grow up. They can become adults. They can get over it. He says, oh, no, I've got to read my Patreon comments. I said, no, you don't got to read your Patreon comments. If any of them are disparaging, you'll not read them. That's part of the condition, or I'm just not going to show it. Well, he kept saying, I've got to read my Patreon comments. And I said, well, what if they're full of racism and they're using the N-word for blacks and calling Jews kikes and all of this stuff? He says, I said, you going to read that too? He says, oh, well, they won't be doing that. I said, no, they'll just be, they're just going to be outnumbering there's already over 50 of you guys. It's going to be all over your channel, and they're all going to be doing the Patreon comments. No, that's not happening. We're going to even the odds. So he wouldn't do it. And I said, okay, that's cool. And they tried to strong arm me. I just said, no, it don't work that way. You don't concede to my terms. I'm walking. Bye-bye. And I blocked Jordan so he couldn't troll me anymore. I told him, I said, this is your last chance, dude. You better tell him to concede that. You're not going to have another chance. But he didn't want to do that. I said, okay, bye-bye. So, anyway, this guy's like an emotional 9-year-old. He's been trying to taunt me ever since, but he taunts me seriously like a 9-year-old would taunt you. Like after just getting his butt beat and he's on his bicycle riding away as he's cussing you out. It's kind of funny. Yeah, this guy's a real winner. He looks like a pear with man boobs. You can see. So anyway, that's about how he acts too, like a pear with man boobs. The fruit pear. So the poor guy. I'm no flat earther, but I don't debate flat earth. I've never debated flat earth. I don't see why anybody would want to debate flat earth. either for it or against it. To me, it's a waste of time. There's a lot more important things out there. I couldn't care less what shape this earth is. And I feel certain I already know it now. This is one of those guys that's going to say, science don't prove anything. And yet he's going to say, science has proven the earth is a globe. Just the hypocrisy of their stance, is just ridiculous. So, anyway, that's this guy. And now you know why Flat Earth is gaining ground, I guess, in their war against Globe Earth. You better watch out, dude. Flat Earth might nuke your Globe Earth. What are you going to do then? You're not going to have a base to fight from. Poor guy. Anyway, can you imagine the poor woman married to this guy? Look at that look on his face. A pair with man boobs who has dedicated his life to fighting Flat Earth. And he was telling me he has 2 degrees. One of them is in nuclear engineering. And yet he sits there day and night, dumpster fires, debating Flat Earth, getting off on the dumpster fires, reading degrading comments against Flat Earthers that people are paying him good money to say. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's Nemesis for you. That's what they've got to offer. Nothing but contradiction after contradiction after contradiction after contradiction. And it's too bad that none of them really have the wherewithal to stand up and have a simple argument, a simple discussion, a simple debate. It doesn't have to be a dumpster fire. Arguments don't have to be dumpster fires. They can be disagreements where you're exchanging ideas back and forth. The way I view a debate, it's an effort to come to the truth. That's what it is for me. And I believe I have the truth, and these guys can't deal with it. So anyway, I want to extend some invitations, by the way. I am inviting everybody. I don't care who you are. I'm going to invite everybody that would like to please join my audience. Join in the discussion. So, let me see if I can do this from here. Yeah, I do have trolls here, don't I? Okay. Anyway, let me get rid of this here. Thank you very much. Now, my invitations. I'm going to tell you what they're about. My invitations are to everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your interest is. I don't care if you are I don't care if you make your living fighting the flat earth. Okay. If you want to discuss something with me or debate me, if you have a disagreement with me, I invite you to do one of two things. Either catch me in the audience and challenge me, or email me at hottopics@yahoo.com. That's HOTTTOPIKS @yahoo.com. Challenge me. I don't care if you're an evolutionist. And if you're a Christian and you want to talk biblical doctrine, come on in. We will talk biblical doctrine. If you're a Christian and you want to talk about the timing of the rapture, you want to disagree with me, or you want to talk, just doctrine in general, I don't care if we agree or disagree. We can talk about it. We can talk about the book of Revelation. We can talk about the book of Job. We can talk about Genesis. We can talk about old earth, young earth. Anything you'd like to do, I'd like to invite you to come on board. You can be a special guest host, a special guest. I'll bring you on, and I'll treat you good, whether we agree or not. So, Jordan proved one thing when he was imitating the Brit. As long as somebody acts like they've got some common sense, I don't care how smart or stupid they are. He made a lot of mistakes, and I didn't try to embarrass him. I tried to cover for him. I was very kind, and he he tells everybody I muted him. But you can go back to that. You can see I didn't mute him a single time. So I just want you to know you're invited. I love you whether we agree or disagree. And my little Nemesis friends out there, you cracked me up. And I got to poke a little fun at you. I'm sorry. You remind me of Keystone Cops. You're just a bunch of bumbling. I'll leave it at that. But, if you want to come on and talk some common sense, you'll be treated good. Oh, there's one right there. Connor says, you look tired, old man. Take a rest. Well, let me tell you something, Connor. Even tired, I could whip your yeah. I can take care of you, son. So, I don't care. I might look like I need a rest, but I've got miles and miles and miles to go. So if you want to come on and challenge me for anything at all, I will give you the link to do so. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop it in the comments right now, just for you. And if there's anything you'd like to talk about, anything you'd like to challenge me on, well, come right on in. Oh, there you go. Here you go. That's for you. I will bring you right up. And you can tell me, what would you like to discuss? Or you can write my Yahoo account, Hot Topics, HOTTOPIKS, at yahoo.com. And if you want to talk about Mary's paper, I'm going to be doing a program on that in a day or two. Do you see how this is changing you? If you mean I'm having a lot of fun now, sure. I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, I will put my intelligence against yours any day of the week. I'll put my intelligence against the intelligence of your entire group any day of the week. And I mean that sincerely. I don't have to hide behind false identities. And I don't have to run away from people's challenges. I will step up. I just don't understand why you guys are so afraid to step up here with me, knowing that I treated Jordan like gold. And yet you're afraid. You see, you're the one that lives in fear, not me, dude. It ain't me. And poor Fight the Flat Earth, he's losing the battle. The Flat Earthers are kicking his butt. He's got to be the only place in the world and the only place in the whole globe that's losing to the Flat Earthers, dedicating his life to fighting Flat Earth. Can you believe that? You want to talk about me changing? At least, I stand for good things, dude. At least I'm brave. At least I can debate. At least mine don't have to be dumpster fires. I can go with intelligence. Your boy Jordan lost his butt here the other night when he was imitating the Brit. You guys say science doesn't prove anything. You really want to believe that? Do you really believe that, Connor? Science doesn't prove anything. Do you think science has proven that the Earth is a globe? Or are you a flat earther? Do you believe science has proven we can go to the moon? Or are you a conspiracy theorist, Connor? See the peanut butter calorie. Shut up for now. Connor, I like you, dude. You're not like the other members of Nemesis. You do have a little bit of respect to you, even though you're not acting it right now. You're still not like the rest of these guys. I'm just going to ask you, why do you want to hang around with such a bunch of fools? Such a bunch of idiots. Such a bunch of cowards that they have to imitate. No, my life is not dedicated to you, and I'm not obsessed with you. My life is dedicated to God, and I'm obsessed with God. If you notice, most of my videos are biblical doctrine. But yeah, I'm going to talk about a bunch of bumbling morons when they're afraid to debate evolution. A lot of my work is dedicated to doctrine, Christianity, Christ, Bible teaching. But a lot of my stuff is also dedicated to evolution and science. Okay? You guys say, we're here to defend science. But you don't know the first thing about it. You dedicate your life to fighting flat earth, saying you're defending the world against the flat earthers. You're defending science, and you don't know the first thing about science. You say science doesn't prove anything. Well, then why are you debating flat earth? If science hasn't proven anything, you don't know that the earth is a globe. You guys talk out of both sides of your mouth. You change your story when it's convenient. I'm not that way, dude. I'm not double-minded. That's your guys' problem. So, I'm going to ask you, Connor, one more time. Would you like to come on? We can talk anything. We can talk doctrine, biblical doctrine. We can talk God. No, dude. I have free rent in your heads. You're here. You're on my channel. Yep. So you come bumbling through here, I got the right to talk about you. That's all there is to it. I think it's hilarious that I give you these invitations to come up, and you never do. You run. There's no bravery, no courage in you at all. You're like defending the earth from the flat earthers because science never proved we live on a globe. What kind of freaking logic is that anyway, dude? Do you even know? My wife's sitting over here cracking up because it's funny. We're defending the world against flat earthers. Oh my gosh, they're going to corrupt science. The science that doesn't prove anything. And yet we know that the earth is a globe because science never proved it. Guys, you're ridiculous. And your concept of evolution, too, is ridiculous. You don't keep up with science at all. You're so far behind in science, it's pathetic. Jordan didn't have the first idea about Mary Schweitzer's paper, and he was trying to argue it with me. He didn't have the slightest clue what it was even about, what it even said. He didn't even know biological proteins had half-lives. Do you remember? Well, do you remember Simon Ramos? He's a flat earth. Well, you better get over to Simon and protect the world from him, man. He's going to bring the world down. My gosh, he's going to ruin science. Maybe he's already ruined science, and that's why it doesn't prove anything anymore to you people. Yeah, you better get over there. Protect the earth from old Simon, huh? Protect science from Simon. Why don't you do that? FTFE needs your help. He has no integrity anyway. All he has is dumpster fires. It looks like he needs all the help he can muster up here, guys. Go help him. So, if none of you want to come up here, you have the link. I'll give it to you one last time. If all you little bumblers out there want to just sit in the audience and talk, and you're afraid to come up, you're afraid to defend science against me. Oh, listen, look at this. Why don't you invite him on and ask him to talk about his electric flat earth hypothesis? Dude, did you not hear anything I said? I don't care about flat earth. I don't care about the globe. I'm not going to save the world from Simon. I think Simon's pretty hilarious. You guys are obsessed with him. Oh, we got to protect the earth. He's a flat earther. We got to protect science even though we don't know the first thing about it. You're a bunch of lunatics, man. You are. You're like the Keystone Cops. You ever watch Keystone Cops? They're all bumbling together and running into each other, swinging their sticks and hitting each other. Oh my gosh, it's just hilarious. That's what you guys remind me of. Keystone Cops. Look at you sitting here bumbling into each other. Worried about the flat earthers. My gosh, you're losing your war against Simon Ramos, huh? That's pretty hilarious, dude. That's just funny as can be. And you're afraid. Why don't you invite him on? Dude, I'm inviting you on. Why don't you come up here? Okay? Why don't you protect the earth against me? He says, you are losing it, old timer. No, I'm beating your butt, boy. You guys are being called out for what you are. A bunch of bumbling little chickens, man. You're scared. Scared to have a discussion. Afraid to have a discussion. Well, guys, you go save the world against Simon Ramos and the flat earthers. I'll tell you, we're just dedicated. We're just really appreciative for all you do there, guys. We owe you so much. Thank you for protecting this earth. Thank you for protecting science. Thank you for that. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, we're so indebted to you. You know, I've got daughters. I could let you guys marry. I'd be, oh yes, that's what I need to do, man. I need to hook you guys up with my daughters. You've protected this world from Simon Ramos and the flat earthers. Oh man, if I was a Star Wars Master Lord Sith or whoever, Darth Vader, I would give you the universe. I'd let you choose your prize. You have saved the earth from Simon Ramos and the flat earthers. And yet you're scared to death to have a conversation with me. You're scared to freaking death. So, anyway, thanks for the entertainment, guys. You have an open invitation. Welcome back anytime. I love you guys. I really do. You crack me up. You poor guys, man. You got nothing upstairs. You got nothing downstairs. That's sad. Do you realize how sad that is? My goodness. Well, God bless you guys. This is Eric, a.k.a. Wolf Bitten. We love you. Thank you very much. Tune in next time. We are out. Goodbye.